Also, I wanted to talk about the Cornell University and Kehlani situation, and talk about what it really costs to stand on the side of justice these days. Singer Kehlani recently made headlines because Cornell University pulled out hosting her concert because she's been speaking out against genocide that's been happening in Gaza. And their excuse is that her remarks are allegedly anti-Semitic. But baby, let's be clear. Kehlani didn't say she was anti-Jewish. She said she was anti-genocide, right? Since when did calling for an end to mass slaughter become controversial? When did human rights become something you could cancel someone over? Because I know exactly where she's coming from. Because last year, I stood at the same Cornell University. And let me tell you, before I even said a word about Palestine, I called them out right there on the stage, and I told them that they can keep their performative land acknowledgement that they did while they were introducing me, because if you're not going to acknowledge the actual land dispossession that's happening right now, the colonization, the real ongoing violence that indigenous people and black people and Palestinian people are living through today, then you can keep it. Baby, when I tell you, the girls were gagging. The people who had booked me to come there, I know they were grinning in the front row, because I know that they knew they had got away with something. Because I had been looking through my contract when I was going up to even perform to speak at Cornell. I was looking at things. I was like, okay, I know what time this is, but the situation is that they booked me for their 30th anniversary for their LGBTQ center at Cornell University. And they also brought me there in collaboration with the Black Student Union. And I have some video and some images of me talking to students and staff on campus before my talk. So a lot of times what I do when I go talk at these universities, I talk to the students and staff before my talk, so I can get an idea of what's really happening on campus, and then I adjust my talk accordingly. And so that's when they told me about, there was an African student there that they were trying to silence and deport because he dared to protest for Palestine. That student was Modu Tal. I think that's how you say his name. He's a doctoral candidate in Africana Studies, and just recently self-deported himself after the U.S. government revoked his visa. Why? Just because he spoke up. That's it. Just because he dared to connect the dots between colonialism, resistance, and survival, and, the endowments that these universities be having. I mean, I know y'all see the pattern, right? You speak up for Gaza, you're labeled a terrorist sympathizer, Hamas. You demand justice, you're seen as a threat. Meanwhile, people and institutions who love to quote MLK, love to center diversity, love to put black and indigenous faces on their brochures, they fall silent when it's time to stand up for the oppressed in real time. It's giving we love your activism when it's safe, but not when it's real. But here's the thing, Cornell. Justice isn't cherry picked. You don't get to say you're about equality and equity while you silence voices fighting for genocide. You don't get to cancel people like Kehlani and think that we're not going to notice the deep, deep hypocrisy. And to all my fellow artists and organizers, scholars, and survivors who are losing gigs, losing friends and opportunities because you refuse to be quiet, I see you. I'm standing with you. And I promise you, history will stand with you too. This is the price of telling the truth in a world that's built on comfortable lies. But for me, I ain't never been afraid to lose what's not aligned with my soul's purpose. This is now no opportunity wasted. And this is how we win, child. Okay? We keep it real.